So, the normal ways that all this would work don't work in this world. The piece that's missing, there's two pieces that make up inflation. You have the amount of money that's in an economy, which is M2 money supply, and then you have the velocity of money that's moving across, how many times that dollar is exchanging hands across an economy. With instant settlement and smart contracts and blockchain infrastructure or distributed ledger technology, that's what would unlock real-time settlement, and that would significantly increase the velocity of money. So if you were to do that, then you could reduce M2 money supply while also lowering interest rates. But they need a mechanism to drive demand for bonds and the purchase of those here in the US. In the past they've done wartime bonds and other things to incentivize the public to do it. With the stablecoin issuance and the banks doing that at scale, they will be the buyers of those bonds as they flow back here. And that will stabilize the bond market. And we'll be able to pull ourselves out of this crash and not move into a depression. If you ever read The Fourth Turning, you probably understand this. It's about socioeconomic cycles and how they coincide with, currency regimes and cycles. Most people during their lifetime, if you lived for 80 to 100 years, so, age matters here, but if you lived over that duration, you would experience 2 recessions and 1 depression. Boomers have only experienced 2 recessions. They have never experienced a depression. So if that tells you where we're at in the cycle here, you're on the money. We are scheduled for a depression. This is their only way out of this. They have to create a new asset that appreciates in value the more that it's used, and the more that assets move from the old system into the new system, it continues to compound, and they could borrow against that or issue debt against something that's appreciating, a real asset, in order to be able to restabilize the monetary system. And I believe that's what XRP is. I think it'll be tier 1 collateral. I was hoping for something from Trump tonight. I know you guys were too. But he came out and talked about China and how they had manipulated the 2020 elections and all the other voter fraud and everything that went on there. Still continue to advocate for the SAVE Act, right, for that to get passed, where, and even as Trump was leaving office, they actually filed for a blockchain voting patent through the U.S. Post Office. Most people don't know that, but August of 2020, they actually finalized that patent. So we could move to that type of technology. I think they've been training people on that for years.